Good afternoon. Welcome back to this 7th live industry update from Maersk. As we continue our focus to connect with our customers and enable your supply chain. Today, we will spend around 15 minutes sharing the latest news, trends, and challenges facing our industry with the focus on Asia Pacific. Our aim is to helping you, our customers, to make better and more informed decisions with regard to your supply chain management. We will also provide you with more insights into Maersk's full range of supply chain and logistics solutions to ensure your business stay ahead. We have two new faces for you today. My name is Bích Nguyễn. I am the Area Head of Customer Experience for Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. I am based in Singapore, and I am very pleased to be joined online today by my colleague and friend, My Plank, who is our Head of Market for Oceania, responsible for ocean products in the area. And she is talking to us today from Sydney, Australia. Today, we will share updates on the ocean multimodal solutions, and we will draw up the broadcast with the latest news in the reefer segment. Our key highlights from today's broadcast are cross-border trucking in Asia, cold chain products and services. We would love to hear your feedback and questions to ensure today's section provides you and your business the information you need. Please use the Q&A box on the right-hand side of your screen. We will get back to you after the broadcast. Last but not least, don't miss out on our monthly email update for the latest supply chain news. If you have not subscribed, don't worry. It is very easy to do. Just click on the links that we have posted on the Q&A box to sign up. If you have missed out our earlier broadcast, please scan the QR code on the screen to watch our last sections. So let's get started. First up for today is an update on ocean. Let me invite my co-host, Me, to start away.
Thanks, Vic. Let's kick off with the latest ocean update. Demand for ocean services continue to be very strong across the globe, and particularly on Trans-Pacific services. Ongoing congestion in North America and in Europe continue to cause significant backlogs, reducing available capacity due to the schedule delays. External reports suggest that 12.5% of the global capacity is void as a result of the current supply chain disruption, while global vessel idling fleet is less than 1%. In essence, all seaworthy vessels are sailing. Space remains tight on all routes out of Asia, and the situation is expected to continue. In Greater China, we expect demand for space and containers to remain strong, despite the impact on manufacturing output from the reported power shortages and blackouts in some areas, such as Guangdong in the south, Heilongjiang, Jilin, and Liaoning in the northeast. Empty container availability has also been impacted by longer vessel turnaround times. Longer container turnaround times mean that we are reusing the containers less frequently, and this results in the mistaken perception that the total fleet of empty containers available is shrinking. In fact, Maersk is continuing to invest in adding additional new builds to grow our fleet of containers and support the strong demand. At Maersk, we are working hard to minimize the impact from the current disruptions to our customers' supply chain. Actions include deploying additional vessels where possible, both to cover for lost vessel positions and to meet the high demand from the market. To increase scheduled buffer, we are rationalizing our ocean network, assisting us to absorb some of the delays as a result of the current congestion. For example, on the Dragon service operating between Australia and North Asia, Maersk is currently turning our vessels in Greater China and is bypassing ports in Korea and Japan. This adds an additional scheduled buffer of 8 days, assisting us to avoid vessel sliding and protect available capacity. On the Southern Star service connecting Southeast Asia with New Zealand, we have added an additional vessel to the service, contributing to 7 days additional buffer. Maersk remained the most reliable carrier globally as a result of our very strong focus on structurally managing our network to restore reliability. By implementing structural contingencies instead of ad hoc changes, we allow you additional lead time to adjust and plan your supply chain to minimize the overall impact. We are also placing strong emphasis on transporting empty containers back to ports where the export demand is strong, in particularly Asia main ports. We profile our vessel intake to ensure that we transport as many containers as possible from surplus locations and deploy sweeper vessels. These are dedicated to repositioning empty containers back to Asia. As an example, last week the Maersk Nansha was deployed to position empty containers out of Melbourne, Australia, back to Southeast Asia, while also alleviating demand pressure for Australian imports from our hub ports in Malaysia and Singapore. Now, let's move on from ocean into multimodal transport solutions. Vic, will you please take over and give our customers the latest insights?
I will certainly do. Thank you, May. Besides our extensive ocean network, Maersk is also offering multimodal products to improve flexibility and agility of our customer supply chain, such as air freight, intercontinental rail, LCL, and inland. By close collaboration with our customers, we are able to provide tailor-made solutions that meet individual customer needs. This was particularly evident for one of our customers, Decathlon, who worked with us during COVID, where we made use of ocean intercontinental rail, LCL, and air freight transport solutions to help keeping the supply chain moving and getting their goods to market, meeting the certain increase in demand. With recent shift of sourcing out of China to other ASEAN countries, we are seeing intra-Asia flow becoming more important and more so cross-border trucking. Cross-border trucking is keeping our customer warehouses connected via hub and enable more flexible supply chain solution to our customer. Over the last 12 months, we have seen demand for cross-border trucking double for some of our customers. COVID-related disruptions and vessel space shortages have resulted in cross-border trucking services becoming the transport of choice, where transit times are short and reducing inventory requirements as a result of more agile lead time. Let me illustrate the benefit of Maersk cross-border trucking services with a real-life example that we have created for a global tire manufacturer. Our customer was facing the risk of having to cut productions and temporary factory closure due to challenges in getting raw materials into their factory in China and in Malaysia. Using Maersk cross-border trucking solutions, we was able to get raw material to factories and keep production line operating. This way, we enable our customer to continue supplying tires to their customers worldwide. This real-life example goes to show that multimodal solution is a major differentiator for our customer supply chains. We are pleased to announce expansion of our flagship hub facility in Malaysia and Thailand that further will strengthen our multimodal capabilities. Maersk will be operating a depot and an integrated logistics complex with both ambient and temperature control facilities. This state-of-the-art facility will be the only inland custom facility with multimodal capabilities between air, ocean, and road, a real game changer for our customer. Besides this, our multi-country consolidation center will also have lower transport costs, consolidate flows, and will increase speed to the market. Let's finish the update of our multimodal transport solutions with a quick update from me on air freight. Over to you, Mi.
Thank you, Vic. Here is the latest air freight update. With the China Golden Week now being behind us, we see that scheduling and capacity is returning to normal. In Oceania, additional air freight capacity is expected to come online from November, when Australia is reopening its international borders. The border has been closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, while less aircrafts have been operating due to the very limited passenger traffic. With our international border now reopening to allow people to return home, we will see an increased demand for air freight operation, having a positive impact on supply. In Vietnam, however, air capacity is very limited, with the major tech companies taking up most of the available space to meet the Christmas demand. At Maersk, we are deploying additional charter flights across the region to meet our customers' demand. We just had 2 charter flights departing from Singapore, one to Germany and one to the US, and we plan to operate more, especially to the US during the months of November and December. As part of our growth plan, we are expanding our air freight product to additional trade lanes. Our extensive geographical coverage, coupled with consolidation services, truly offers you a global air freight partner to work with from anywhere in the world. By offering multimodal transport solutions, such as combination of sea and air, Maersk is able to optimize the speed and cost of your supply chain. For more information on this and any air freight services, please get in touch with your Maersk sales representative. Today, we are rounding up this month's broadcast with an insight to our specialized reefer solutions. Vic, please can you share the latest outlook in the reefer segment?
Thank you, Mi. Happy to share the outlook on reefer segment. The demand for reefer have remained strong throughout the pandemic, thanks to high demand for food and perishable goods. In 2022, we expect the demand for reefer will grow at 7%, then from 2023 onwards to normalize at around 4% growth per annum. This season, we have seen a shift toward the use of conventional vessels as a reaction to global supply chain congestion. Earlier in this section, I have talked about the benefit of multimodal transport solutions available to shippers, and cold chains is no different. During the pandemic, Maersk have worked closely with customers in the reefer segment to enable trade. In Asia, 2 of the leading reefer commodities are garlic and seafood. To ensure the food industry continue to operate during this challenging time, Maersk have launched Garlic Train that offering reliable, consistent temperature-controlled transportation solution via rail from Shandong Jining, which is a well-known hub for garlic. Our garlic train operates between Jining to Qingdao to connect the garlic to our global ocean network, distributing to more than 160 countries worldwide. Our sea route multimodal reefer solution does not only reduce costs, increase flexibility for our customer supply chains, but also improving sustainability and reducing emissions by switching from truck to rail. In Asia, we are currently seeing an increase in demand for reefer containers from the technology sector. One example is the export of batteries from Asia to Europe and US West Coast. Maersk operates the world's largest reefer container fleet. With the projected market growth and current operational constraint, we continue to invest in our 40-foot high-cube reefer fleet to improve container availability. Now, Mi, can I ask you to introduce some new exciting developments in the reefer arena to our customers?
Of course I can, Vic. Let me provide some key cold chain products to enable our customer supply chains. Many of our customers are facing great challenges when it comes to availability and access of cold storage facilities, not just in Asia Pacific, but around the globe. Maersk is focused on providing cold storage solutions across geographies, and in the past 18 months, we have opened state-of-the-art cold stores in both Russia and South Africa, and we continue to be committed to expand our footprint of cold storage facilities for improved supply chain solution to our reefer customers. In the air freight segment, we are seeing more demand for temperature-controlled warehousing. As an example of this is in Oceania, where a cold chain air freight solution is now operating in both Australia and New Zealand. We handle both perishable export and import shipments via air, and our Maersk warehouses are equipped with Australian and New Zealand quarantine and inspection services on site. Temperature-controlled warehousing, in combination with our strong air freight and ocean products, offer our customers supply chain flexibility to optimize cost and lead times in the supply chain. Visibility in the supply chain is today more important than ever. Here at Maersk, we offer a specialized reefer solution that can offer just this. We call this service Captain Peter. Captain Peter is a digital assistant, revolutionizing the logistics industry and offering complete visibility of the cargo along its journey. This is enabled by installing RCM devices in 96% of our reefer fleet. The product allows you to make better decisions along the supply chain journey, ensuring your goods arrive in a perfect condition every time. But there is more. At Maersk, we offer our customers in the reefer segment a wide range of value-added products and services. One of these services is multiple temperature settings. This is a very common service for onion exports from Oceania to Europe, where we remotely change the temperature when the cargo approaches its final destination in Europe. This ensures that the onions are delivered at a temperature that allows them to be transported straight into the supermarkets. A service that is growing in popularity is our cold treatment service for fruit. To comply with protocols for transporting fruit and disinfect and protect the fruit from unwanted pests, such as fruit flies, we reduce the temperature of the fruit for a prescribed time frame during the transport journey. If you are transporting perishable goods, we would love to hear from you. Please reach out to your local Maersk team or visit our company website at maersk.com for more information. So that ends our update for today. We have covered ocean, multimodal transport solutions. We took a short ride on the Maersk Garlic train. And last but not least, we've introduced you to Captain Peter. We trust you find value in these updates, and we do encourage you to get in touch with questions and ideas on what you would like us to cover in future updates. We do appreciate your input and support. We will keep the Q&A open for another 15 minutes so that you can leave your questions and comments there. Please also click on the survey link to give us your feedback. Thanks again for joining us. We wish you a great day and a great week ahead and look forward to seeing you at our next broadcast in November. Stay safe and thank you.